Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat and this is Tarot with Kat. I'm here every Monday morning doing weekly tarot readings for all the fire and earth signs, and every Wednesday morning for all the air and water signs. So welcome to my channel. Hey, if you haven't done so yet and you're returning, please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It'll notify you if you want, or you can turn them off when your readings come up, but mainly it gives you a free membership when I open my members only section. The first 500 subscribers are going to get their membership completely free. So do smash that subscribe button. All right, welcome. This is going to be your weekly reading, Sagittarius, for the week of October 15th through the 22nd. So we need to take a second. This is going to be a general reading, a Celtic cross spread. I do other spreads and personal readings, but this is a general reading, and the tarot is very much linked to the energies, the astrological energies. So I'm not an astrologist, but very quickly, astrologically, what is happening right now this week? On December 15th today, Mars enters Capricorn. So there's going to be a sharpening of ambition and grounding fiery impulses, Mars, into disciplined action, Capricorn. So this week is about turning vision into structure and passion into progress. So for fire signs like ourselves, Sagittarius, passion finds focus. Your flames are directed toward goals that demand endurance and strategy. You need to stick with it. You need to have a plan and follow it. So that's our focus. Now let's see what the tarot has to say for us, shall we? This is the weekly reading for December 15th through the 22nd for Sagittarius. All right. Using the Smith-Waite deck, you can find the links and stuff in the description. I also made a really fun video about my deck collection. You should check it out. We'll see. Excuse me, I'm going to try to... I'm getting over a respiratory thing. Please excuse me. I may have to edit this out. All right, Sag. You're coming up as this Knight of Cups. You're being crossed this week as your challenged obstacle awareness by a Page of Pentacles. Down in your subconscious tool shed is the Death card. Stepping out of your immediate past is another major arcana, the Lovers. Crowning you is the Five of Cups. Stepping into your immediate future is a Two of Swords. You and your environment this week, Seven of Wands. Your environment around you, the Devil. Hopes and fears, the Hermit. Final potential outcome, Knight of Pentacles. I kind of love it. I'm a Sagittarius myself. I am a Sagittarius with a Capricorn moon. So, yeah, and Cancer rising. So we're going to pull one more card. I'm using my Arcanum deck, which I love, and it's great at explaining the reversals. It's a wonderful beginner's deck. Highly recommend it. Check out my deck video if you want to know more about it. But anyway, I very carefully made piles, twisted the deck and whatnot so that we'd have reversals in here. We're going to read it, whether it's upright or reversed. It will give us further confirmation, clarification of our reading. So I think it wants to be that one right there. We'll keep that hidden until the end. All right. So, and hopefully I don't have to use these, but I've now had to keep them handy. All right, Sagittarius. We're being represented this week by this Knight of Cups. So, the cups are all about emotion, emotional connection, but also creativity. He's got these, like, I think they're pomegranates. They might be roses all over his. He's the most elaborately, like, dressed of all the knights. He's got all these roses all over his whatever you call that under his suit of armor. And he's very gentle. He's not rushing in. He's one of the calmer knights. He's He's making emotional connections, but making forward progress in relationships. So I feel like that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to connect and move forward in positive relationships in our life. We're being crossed by a Page of Pentacles. So as a challenge, obstacle, or awareness. So it could be one of two things, okay? As an awareness, it could be about a message. It could be a message regarding health, wealth, finances, like some sort of a job offer, an opportunity, a training opportunity related to this new thing you want to do, something like that. Could be something like that should be in your awareness this week. Or if it's a person in our life, especially an earth sign, Pentacles are earth sign, but pages are because Pentacles are earth, but pages actually cover a huge portion of the zodiac. So it could be any sign. They cover a whole quarter of the zodiac. But it's a younger person in our life, a person with young energy, or if we're a parent, it could be our own children that are our challenge or obstacle or awareness. And if it's Pentacles, it could be like the thing that's giving us a challenge, like financially too, like when we're trying to provide support and whatnot. It could be that as well as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness. We're bringing with us the Death card in our subconscious tool shed, which is beautiful. I love this. I love this card. It's having said goodbye. It's having gone through a dying away of your old you and stepping into a beautiful new tomorrow is what this Death card is. He's literally walking off into a sunrise on this beautiful white steed with all this water flowing in the background. And so, yeah, I love the Death card. And I don't know about you other Sagittarians, but I've been through it. I've been through it with the stuff I've been having to deal with, and I'm stepping into the new day. So the immediate past here is gorgeous. This Lover's card, the 6th major arcana. It's beautiful. It's connection. But this is what Sagittarians do, isn't it? We're very much people. We're very people are drawn to us. That's how Sagittarians are. They light up a room. They're kind of like a Leo. They're very, the fire sign. They literally light up a room. Lots of energy. People tend to like their energy. Tend to be drawn to them. There's passion. We got that volcano in the background, which is passion. Passion, connection. We've had all that. We're stepping out of some of that. For sure. That's kind of how we live our life all the time, though, as Sagittarius, I think. And then in our crown, up here, is this 5 of Cups. So that's concerning me, because in our crown, our crown chakra is what we're thinking and what we're producing, okay, I've been sharing this quote this week, and I will share it with you too, Sagittarius. The future is not a destination that we are all traveling to. The future is a reality that we're all creating in every moment and of every second, and by what we are thinking and feeling. Its frequencies, its energies, and it manifests. It produces the future. So this is in your crown. This is a 5 of Cups. This is a card of 5s are always off-putting, off balance, not feeling right. This is a warning that we might be focusing on literally water under the bridge. There's a river behind him and it's flowing under a bridge, saying, hey, it's water under the bridge. He's standing there crying over these 3 spilt cups, but behind him are 2 full cups that he's just not even paying attention to. He's about to kick over because he's so busy crying over the 3 spilt ones. So in our crown, this is a warning to us to not do this. Do not turn around. Be optimistic. Just turn around. Stop. It's literally water under the bridge. Okay, that's what this card literally shows you. So when you catch yourself doing that here, because what's happening is you're creating this frequency that's negative. It's a mentality of scarcity, lack, and that's that frequency. And you're attracting more of that, and so that's how it's going, because that's what the frequency that you're putting out. It's tough. And frequencies are sometimes contagious. You have to be aware of them. So anyway, I would warn to be aware of that frequency and consider things water under the bridge, and remember to turn around. Remember to do turn around immediately and do a gratitude list. You're going to be stepping into Sagittarius in the immediate future. So like Christmas time, a Two of Swords. So a choice, a decision, a fork in the road. Choose or always a choice to be made or a fork in the road. The Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. So you might be feeling like you're not sure which is the right one to choose. What do I do? And you're going to be having to make a choice. Okay, there's some clues in here to give you some help with that. All the water in the background. It's super lots of water. There's a couple islands back there behind her, and she's sitting on this bench above the bay with all this water, and it's night, it's dark, it's a lunar eclipse, I believe. Another thing indicating that she doesn't know what to choose, but what that tells you is to trust your intuition. She needs to trust her intuition. All that water means trust your intuition. Listen to this more than this, and you will know what to do. You're stepping into, like I said this week, you have a Seven of Wands, which is just continuing to do the work and press forward, is what the Seven of Wands are. It's associated with the Chariot, the card of pressing forward, continuing to make forward. You're above it all. You've got it. Sometimes you don't see where it's coming from, and you're battling. You feel like you're battling it from all sides, but you're totally above it all. So, yeah, it's that card of you and your environment this week. That's how you're going to feel. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be continuing to have endurance. Like I said, keep up your endurance to reach your goal. Because guess what? Your environment around you is going to offer you up the devil. All right, so you're going to get tempted. There's going to be some, especially when you're doing this. Oh, don't do this. Okay, turn around. When you're looking at spilt milk, it's this devil calling you back. Okay? This is voluntary. This imprisonment here with this devil. He is illusion. He is addictions. He is anything that pulls you off your forward progress path that you're on. So it could be mindless scrolling. It could be a toxic relationship, a toxic person in your life that you really need to minimize exposure to, because when you don't, it takes you into an energetic field that is producing not the future you want to produce. So you're going to be facing this devil in your environment, Sagittarius. It's okay. He's no big deal. Those chains are loose. We can take them off. You got this. Just recognize it, recognize your triggers, and have a plan. Okay, super important. Okay, if it's a real addiction, if any of you have been to AA or NA and you're dealing with literal drug addiction, alcohol addiction, whatever, gambling addiction, the first thing they'll tell you, one of the first things they'll tell you, your sponsor, whoever will tell you, is have a plan for those times when he appears. You're going to have them. You're going to have the party you show up to. It's a birthday party, and out comes the alcohol, and everybody's like having fun, but you know you can't, because you know it turns you into somebody else, that you don't react the same way to it or whatever. Again, I'm just pulling an example from AA, not that I've ever had to deal that with my friends or family. I hope you pick up on that sarcasm there, because I absolutely have. But anyway, that's that devil in your environment. So be careful with that, Sagittarius, and have a plan. Just have a strategy, and you got it. Okay? And look at this. I said have a strategy, and you got it. And then look at your hopes and fears as this Hermit card, which is the beautiful strategy for coping with the devil. I mean, the Hermit is all about introspection, taking those, quiet walks on your own, contemplating, meditating. But the light in the Hermit's lamp, which the star in his lamp that's lighting the rest of his path now forward, is the wisdom. He's a 9. He's the end of a cycle. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. You've been through it. You're bringing it with you. So you're stepping into new stuff. You're stepping into a whole new life, Sag, and you're having to make choices that are difficult. And you've got things pulling on you because you're having to say goodbye to things that you love. And just because you say goodbye doesn't mean you don't love it or love them. Anyway, you want to be this hermit. It's the wisdom he's gained from all his paths so far on the Fool's journey. Is the light that he now uses to light the way, instead of just stepping blindly or going on other people's advice. You're following your wisdom, your intuition. So I think that's a hope. I think that's what you want to be, is more like the hermit. When you're dealing with all this stuff and the devil, it's great advice. Potential final outcome for you is pretty cool, Sag. It's this Knight of Pentacles. It's forward progress on your health, wealth, finance sector with steady. He's the steadiest of the knights. He's planted, he's structured, but he's making progress toward those beautiful career goals. So I think that is a beautiful final outcome. So we definitely got our words of warning here. It's quite clear. I think we've got it though. I think it's nothing we are with that wisdom. That wisdom lets us deal with that and go, not a thing, not a big deal anymore. And that's cool. So now let's see what our confirmation or clarification is. We're going to read it either upside or right side up or reversed, and it'll give us some sort of further clarification. Let's see what it is. Making plans. Gee, wow. So it's making plans. It's upright. It's the Two of Wands. So you've got the Two of Swords, making a decision, not knowing what to do, and the clarification is Two of Wands. Make a plan. Just have a plan and stick to it and follow it, and you got it. Especially when it refers to this devil when he pops up. Know that it's going to pop up. Be aware that it's going to pop up. It's okay that it pops up. It's there for a reason. It's there to test you and make you stronger. That's cool. Okay, let me bust out my cheaters so I can read what everything the Arcanum has to say. But I love it. The Two of Wands is like looking out at the world. He's holding the world in his hands and he's looking out and he's like, okay, what is my next adventure, my next journey? And I absolutely love it. It's leaving home, taking risks, explorer, going exploring. I think that's what you want to do, leaving home. Yeah, not always easy, but that's where your heart is. You want to travel. Sages naturally are the travelers, explorers of the world, for real. And that's what we got. It says, should you stay with the security of the familiar or venture out into the unknown? Making plans. That's your decision. What should you do? That's what you're wondering. And I think you should just follow that passion, Sag. That's a neat reading. That's a neat clarification card. If you've enjoyed this reading, gently tap that thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. Hit that subscribe button. And if you choose to click notifications, you'll get notified when your next reading pops up. You'll also get a free membership if you're one of my first 500 subscribers. So smash that subscribe button now. I hope to see you next week. Bye, Sag. Happy birthday, by the way. Mine's in about a week.